Greetings, Mr. Nowicki here. This is the second video in a multi-part series on laser graving and RDWORKS and using the rabbit laser cutter. So we left off with doing some basic shapes and stuff. I'm going to get rid of these and I'm going to leave this text here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually import a DXF file. And this is one I made in Inventor. And you can see the preview. When you click that, you know you exported it correctly. So here's the file. It should be 10 inches by 5 inches. Yep, there it is. And let's say this is a board I want to cut out. I can kind of drag and select everything here, and I can start it an inch in or something. Let's say my material is a little bigger than that, and this is what I want to be cut out. So let me zoom in here, grab this text, and let's say I can actually also do some what's called like alignment stuff. If I click here and let's say I want to click these things. Whoops, I can align this to this. Let's see, I think it's this one, and then I select the next one. Or is it actually shift click? There we go. I think that's how it does it. Yeah, so if I, whatever I select, it'll line it up if I click on these alignment. You have a center vertical, center horizontal, then you have if you want it at the bottom of something. But now I can actually play around with this this font, and let's say I want to make it so that so what would happen here is this would cut out, all these circles would be cut out, and this would be engraved in. Alright, so and here we have our different settings. And then it would engrave in this RDWORKS. So let's say, for example, I put a piece of wood in that was, say, that big. Whoops, I just realized I didn't want to color that in. There we go. So let's say this is the size of the wood, and I want this piece of wood cut out of that, and along with these circles. So it would do those cuts, and then it would engrave the RDWORKS. Actually, it would do the font first, then it would do the cuts last, because that's the priority I have it set in. Alright, so it's pretty cool. You can do your advanced layout and advanced things. So what I did was create a rectangle in Inventor, and I just did a circle and then a pattern. There's some, more advanced stuff you can do in Inventor as far as shapes and such, and then, like I said, do those other things in other CAD programs, and then just add your fonts and get it all ready in RDWORKS. And there's other tools and stuff you can play with. There's, like I said, this other one you can do splines and curves and multi-polygons and all that stuff. But for this purpose, it works just fine to import the DXF and then to add the font. The other thing you can actually do is you can actually import an image. So if I go to here, I think it has to be, I think it could be either one. So let's say I wanted to do this logo. And if I click this, there we go. It would actually engrave that into whatever material I had. Alright, so, and that's just having a JPEG. So it's, but again, it's already separated out color-wise. It's not, there's no shadowing. These are definitive lines and definitive colors. There's no gradual or those kind of effects. So keep that in mind when you're pulling in images. If you are going to pull in an image, make sure it has these definitive lines. All right, that should be it. The next thing, the next thing so we need to look up would be, let's say these colors are these cut settings. So again, if we have acrylic, if we're going to cut it, it would be set at, these settings for 60 watts. If we're going to engrave it, it would be this setting. And then that's how you set that up. There's different settings here, leather, mirror, that kind of stuff. The only other thing is to be very careful about what you are also engraving. Be aware of the materials. There are some materials that are no good, and they'll actually corrode and deteriorate your laser engraver. So make sure you're checking, at the website for whatever laser engraver you're using, and making sure that the material you're choosing is able to be cut or engraved. And that's it for video 2. Thank you.